Welcome to a new Monday morning routine. It's Coffee with Strangers with Kelli Lemon.
Hey, it's Kelly, and today I'm headed to the patio at King of Pops in Scott's Addition to grab popsicles with Paul Cassimus. Paul is the owner of King of Pops RVA, but before pursuing his passion for sweet things like popsicles, he was teaching Spanish to middle schoolers in Henrico. Paul.
Yes.
First time for everything. Welcome to Coffee with Strangers.
Thank you.
Have you ever cheered a popsicle before?
In this line of work, I'm cheersing them a lot.
Who are you and what do you do in this great city?
I'm Paul Cassimus, and I own King of Pops here.
Where are you from?
I'm from a suburb of Atlanta,
Okay.
and went to the University of Georgia there. Moved to Richmond in 2009. Went to University of Richmond School of Continuing Studies.
Okay.
Wanted to be a teacher. Taught 1 year at Byrd, another year in the East End at Verina High School. It was one of the best experiences of my life, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. Kind of in between the first and second year, I was like, this isn't what I need to be doing for the next 30 years. I just couldn't visualize myself doing it as a career. My friends, Steven and Nick Cars, had started King of Pops in Atlanta in 2010. Me and my brothers were down in Atlanta, for Christmas break, and we go to the original corner that Steven had set up on, and just was really inspired and just seeing it live. I think it was that moment when I actually saw it. I was like, this is it. I'm Greek by heritage. We love serving people food. So I was like, this is what I needed to get involved in. Got started in 2012, had a cart, myself, some pops, ended up getting a second cart so I could be at 2 farmers markets at once. 2013, got this place here. Now we're at 10 carts. This patio we opened about a year ago after having been here about 2.5, 3 years, just knowing Scott's Addition is just
Good place.
a place to be.
I crushed this. Mine is gone. If I could lick this, I probably would.
What we just ate was raspberry lime. We're not just doing purple and red and orange and green flavors. And not only that, but it's always going to be with real raspberries. But these came from Agriberry Farms, and they're just to die for. And then we've done a lot of collabs. One of my favorites being with Sugar Shack. We made these jelly donut pops where we put a chunk of donut. We made our own jelly. Every bite, it tastes almost like donut ice cream. Then you get the actual donut, and then you get the jelly. People in Richmond dig that. I've gotten so much support from other people, and I love supporting others or just making something that's representative.
You set something else in front of me.
The company's called Confluence Coffee Company, and then they use Blanchard's coffee to make, all they do is cold brews.
Well, here.
Cheers.
Yeah, another one. Yeah, okay.
They did a tasting here the other day. We made some pops with their cold brew.
I was wondering. One of the things I'm big on is just the local support. Is that so Richmond, and is that another reason why you think that you made sure to expand the way that you did?
And I think it ties in with Richmond just being such an outdoor city. Summertime in Richmond is so great. Everyone's out and about, high spirits, just so much stuff to do.
Real quick, today's episode is sponsored by Richmond Grid Magazine. The new issue is out now, so get on over to wherever you normally grab Grid and pick up a copy. Now, let's get a little personal. We know that you put your business in Scott's Addition. In terms of your personal life, where do you live? Not your address, but where do you rest your head at?
I actually live 4 blocks from here.
Okay, so you chose to live and work in Scott's Addition.
I mean, it's great living just 4 blocks away from here, so I kind of live, breathe, and eat. Scott's Addition, hit the breweries up, the restaurants I love.
So, are you single?
I am.
Okay, are you single and looking, or single because Richmond is a fun place to be single in?
I don't know, I'm just living.
When you're not working as a single man in this city, what's your weekends look like? What are you doing? Where are you going?
Anything that's tied to, let me just hang out with some friends and then just meet people. And inevitably, I'll see some people that I know from, I guess, the business world, which makes Richmond that much smaller, but I think in a positive way. I love going out and seeing people, having a good time, talking, meeting new people, all that.
Now, are you an outdoors dude? Do you like the fact that we have one of the best rivers, in the U.S.?
It's on my bucket list to do more stuff at the river. I want to start kayaking. I love rafting. I've been rafting on the James once.
What's a hidden gem in Richmond?
Stella's is so legit. This is Greek quality. Banditos, I think, has some of the best, I guess, what you call Tex-Mex or Mexican food or whatever.
If you were any place else, would you have opened up a King of Pops?
A popsicle business isn't easy. And I'm not just saying that. You got to sell a lot of a $3 item, to make it worthwhile.
Sometimes the things that we create in Richmond do not fit New York, LA, DC, Chicago, but they fit Richmond because of the diversity and the make.
Richmond is very supportive, but I know Richmond is very all right, we're going to give you a shot, but if you're not bringing your A game, if you're not backing it up, if anything like that, then they'll just as quickly write you off.
What's your elevator speech for this city?
It's just the greatest place you can get anywhere you need to go in 10 to 15 minutes. We've got great food, we've got a river, we've got a lot of outdoor stuff. If you take Atlanta and then shrink it down with all the great things that Atlanta has, take away the traffic and the distances, then you have Richmond.
To hear the rest of my interview with Paul, check out the Coffee with Strangers podcast in your preferred podcast app. Subscribe to this channel on YouTube and get out and pick up a copy of Richmond Grid magazine on newsstands now. Oh, and get to coffeewithstrangersrva.com to subscribe to the newsletter. Okay, see you soon.